This is The Swimming Show.
Ke ura ya bongwe mo kanaleng ya bobedi. It can only be The Swimming Show. Nna ke Mmathapelo wa Gaphale, mme nna le setlhopha rata go le amogela lenaneong la rona. We try to bring you all that's happening in and around the world of aquatics, bearing in mind that this year is the build-up to the 2020 Tokyo Olympics, and I bet there's going to be plenty of excitement coming our way, and we bring you all those highlights right here on your favorite show. Let's see what's up on today's show.
Thank you, Matapelo. Windhoek looks like a cool place to visit. And Namibia is so rich with unique landscapes and a beautiful shoreline.
The Swimming Show.
From the Olympia pool, we feature CANA Zone 4 swimming finals. The SA Open Water National Championships took place in the fantastic Marina Martinique in Eastern Cape. Definitely not one to miss. Then, the team are in Wineland country for the Stellenbosch Swimming Grand Prix. Plenty of action right here on The Swimming Show.
The Swimming Show.
After hosting the very first CANA Zone 4 Championships, Namibia hosts these countries once again for the 17th edition of this championships. And for the very first time in the championships history, they also include water polo as well as open water swimming. And we bring you those highlights. Do enjoy.
The Swimming Show team attended the 5-day event in Windhoek, Namibia. This is the CANA Zone 4 Aquatic Championships. For the first time, water polo as well as open water took place in one country. Heats were swum in the morning, and after the worst heat of the day, spectators, coaches and swimmers gathered for the late afternoon finals. Even then, the temperatures were in the mid-30s. Several African nations have sent aquatic teams to contest this junior competition. Namibia Aquatics and the local organizing committee have been working hard behind the scenes to bring us this spectacle. Namibia Tourism have made it possible for our team to film some highlights and show it to you right here on SABC2. On to the pool action now. This is the men's breaststroke final over 50 meters. Mario Evadosa from Angola occupies lane 4. Next to him in lane 5 is Adrian Robinson from Botswana. One length of this 50-meter pool. Namibia's Rowan Wantanard is doing well from lane 3. Robinson and Avados are going toe-to-toe in the center of the pool. Angola's Mario Avadosa will win here, 30.78 seconds. Wantanard from Namibia comes in for second, and in lane 1, Malawi's Felipe Gomez just out-touches Botswana's Adrian Robinson. In the water now, the 100-meter backstroke final, boys 13 to 14 years of age. Mozambique's Manuel Antonio Jr. strokes first from lane 2. Victor Ayong from Mauritius is in lane 4, with Namibia's Mika Berger next to him in lane 5. Nothing in it over 30 meters. Nicola Fleming from Namibia set this age group record back in 2013. Can any of these swimmers get close to 1 minute and 2 seconds? Mika Berger in lane 5 looks to have the best shot. His teammate from Namibia, Jose Kanjulo, is doing good in lane 3. Kian Keelock from South Africa is in lane 6. 30 meters to go. And it is Berger from Namibia. The home crowd get behind him. Jose Gonzalo is putting in a sterling effort from lane 3. Can he get past Berger here? A great show by the Namibians. Mika Berger gets this. 1 minute 05.20 seconds. Kanjalo gets second place and he is followed on the podium by Kian Keelock from South Africa. The women line up for the 100 meters backstroke. Namibia's Heleni Sturdiages is in lane 4. In lane 8 with the purple swimsuit is Mauritian swimmer Lee Fusemfa. Megan Shepherd from South Africa is in lane 3. Another South African, Kelsey Monroe, occupies lane 5. 16-year-old Kelsey Monroe has had a great start. She leads Namibia's Sturgiadis early in the race. 15-year-old Mia Piri from Zambia is doing well at this stage. It looks close to me as they turn at the midway mark. Monroe rises first after a good turn. Our leader is still Monroe, being hauled in slightly by Sturgiadis in lane 4. This is going to be close. The final meters now. And Monroe is on record pace. She wins in 1 minute 07.87 seconds and gets the championship record. A great swim indeed. Sturgiadis gets second, and Zambia's Mia Piri will get the bronze medal. More CANA Zone 4 action next time on The Swimming Show.
Bagaetsho ke nako e ga mabenkeleng mme Faraboa, we share some more highlights with you. Team Uganda, say it with me.
We'll be back after the break.
It is that time again, time for the SA National Open Water Championships held at the scenic Marina Martinique in Jeffreys Bay. This event is also a qualifier for the 2020 Olympics in Tokyo. A re bone gore basesi ba rena ba dirile jang.
Magnificent weather and good clean waterways welcomed our top national swimmers to the Marina Martinique near Jeffreys Bay in the Eastern Cape. These sports were brought in by Swimming South Africa and Eastern Cape Aquatics to assist in running this world-class event. 2 of our local FINA open water referees also attended, ensuring that all rules and essentials were adhered to. This year, several international swimmers have made the trip. They will compete with our local swimmers, but our immediate interest is to see who ends in the top positions for South Africa. The reason for this is that these swimmers will then compete in the 18th FINA World Championships, to be held in Gwangju in South Korea at the end of July. Having the foreign competition raises the status as well as the standard of the event. The reception of this event has been so huge. This is the third consecutive year that the event takes place at Marina Martinique.
Male and female.
The male and female swimmers are briefed together and the route is explained. Today the route will be 1.25 kilometer laps in an anti-clockwise direction. Important information for a 10-kilometer event, and also good to know your options should you be troubled in the water.
From there, you will go down this long stretch to the bridge. That's the longest part of the course, 510 meters.
Race announcer Stanford Slabbert introduces the swimmers as they make their way into the canal for the start. Matin Raditi and Resman Shahar are 2 of 4 Israelites expected to do well in this race. Chad Ho, our defending champion, will get stiff competition from the internationals. Philip Seidler from Namibia is another dark horse. He medaled in this event in 2018. Danny Murray from Western Cape Aquatics and his teammate Eric Leroux were right up there after 10 kilometers of open water. Gauteng swimmer Henry Lowe is one of the rising stars of open water. Look out for him as well. The batch of 14 female entrants will leave exactly 5 minutes after the male swimmers. Abigail Mida from KZN Aquatics will try to unseat champion swimmer Michelle Weber. The 25 male swimmers are still closely bunched. It looks like the Israelite swimmers are doing battle out front with Chad Ho. The foreigners have been holding a training camp in Newcastle in the north of KZN. They love this climate and are very excited to have been invited to compete here. The female swimmers get their water start. But here too, there are several young swimmers that could surprise. Robin Kinghorn from KwaZulu-Natal, as well as local favourite Amika de Jager, will play a waiting game to make a move on the leaders. Chad Ho has taken the lead on the first lap. Another Chad Mikau, who's representing the Netherlands, is next to him. Matan Raditi from Israel follows. And it is good to see Namibia's Philip Seidler in the mix. The swimmers do not feed on every lap. This is the feeding pontoon. Seconds and coaches are on hand to give the swimmers any sustenance required. You can get dehydrated on these distance events. The water in the canals is seawater, and you don't want to drink that. The swimmers are spreading out a little bit more now. Promising young Muhammad Adam is near the back of the field. He was off to a slow start. This is a scenic swim. Even though our competitors don't have the time to sightsee, they appreciate the beauty of the course. The organizers have ensured that there are sufficient lifeguards on duty. Even though these are top swimmers, anyone can get into trouble. Cramp, blackout, they are there to watch and protect. I get the feeling that the team of Israelite swimmers are employing good tactics, staying within shots of the leaders, but bidding their time and not getting too far behind. Dan Model for Israel now. He's looking strong on lap 2. In the chasing pack, but still within striking distance. Donnie Murray, still quite relaxed at this stage. Philip Seidler with the gold cap. Chad Ho and Chad Mikau with Matt and Ridity in the middle. Representing KZN and training under Alistair Hatfield, this is Chad Ho. The route is well laid out and very clear to the swimmers. The long back straight, more than 500 meters. This may look like a relaxed 10-kilometer swim, but believe me, there are tactics at play, and it is not all friendly at the coalface. Spectators can witness the race from very far off. This is a tough competition, possibly a little chirping, possibly some thumping, but all good. The officials are close by to look out for any infringements. We can expect the swimmers to complete this race in 1 hour 50 minutes through to 2 hours and 20 minutes. Being tactical and relying on currents and weather, the times could be quicker or much slower. On shore, the spectators are enjoying coffee or breakfast, but can also shop at the various stalls selling their goods. This is a great venue. The residents have become used to events in the canals, but very few as big as the SA Nationals. This is Handre Low swimming for Northern Gauteng. Chad Ho managed 13 minutes 53 seconds on the first 1.25 kilometers. Lap 2, as can be expected, is slightly slower. It is a Ho followed by Mikau, then Philip Seidler from Namibia. This is still anyone's race. For this edition of the swimming show, we are going to leave the women's race and concentrate on the male race as it unfolds. The Israelite swimmers have shown their determination, looking at putting in a charge, but the experienced Chad Ho would have none of it. Chad Mikau, still well within their striking distance, but they look comfortable waiting behind. Chad Ho leads from Chad Mikau swimming for the Netherlands, Roditi and Model for Israel. And this is what it looked like for most of the remaining laps of the 10-kilometer male event. Donnie Murray fell off the lead pack, and Shahar Resman and Gal Ido filled the gap for Israel. After 9.5 kilometers, Matan Roditi surged and placed the pressure on Chad Ho. Our champ loves these challenges and he knows how to handle them. He uses the markers to his advantage, but the Israel swimmer has more left in the tank. The spectators cheer, but it looks like Matan Roditi is gaining on Ho. Yes, the Israelite has taken the lead. Chad Ho will still win his SA national title as long as no South African swimmer passes him in the final few hundred meters of the race. It can be confusing watching the race unfold as the lead pack have hauled in some of the back markers and are lapping them. Around the final marker and into the final stretch of this 10-kilometer race. The finish is in sight. Roditi leads, with Chad Ho slacking off the pace, but just enough to stay ahead of another Israelite, Shahar Resman. The strategy and determination of the Israelite squad must be commended. They have swum a very good race. Behind him, Chad receives another challenge from Shahar Resman, but he surges. Roditi touches to it in 1 hour 49.36 seconds. The race is on for second place. Can Chad Ho hang in to get this one? This will be close. Yes, yes. Yes, he does it. 1 hour 49.57 seconds, just ahead of Shahar Resman. Philip Seidler closes out the 4th place ahead of Gal Ido and Idan Modal from Israel. What a race! Donnie Murray is the 2nd South African to finish, obtaining a 7th place overall.
Great conditions here. It's really calm and peaceful here. Also, the water great, the temperature was great, all the conditions.
Yes, I'm very happy with my race today. I led from the start. I knew no one else was really going to take control of the race, so that's what I decided to do. I struggled a little bit at about 9.5 Ks, but I mean that's to be expected leading the whole way. But I'm still happy with it. Happy to have qualified for World Championships in July. So yeah, at the end of the day, it's a good day. It's racing, and I'm happy.
There's still plenty more highlights coming your way. Wena dira bonnete fela ba gore wa boa morago ga papatso.
This is the swimming show.
The Swimming Show.
The swimming season is in full swing. May believe it or not, it is time for the 2nd leg of the Grand Prix, this time in Stellenbosch in the Western Cape. Judging from the history of this event, there is no room for disappointment. We bring you the 2019 Grand Prix in Stellenbosch.
The 2nd Grand Prix swimming of the season took place in Stellenbosch recently. The venue is Kutzenberg, in the grounds of Stellenbosch University. The heats were held in the warm evening with floodlights coming on toward the end. The swimming finals took place in the morning. This is to get the swimmers in tune with the Olympic and international schedule for Tokyo 2020. This is a small, intimate pool complex where coaches, swimmers and spectators are all in very close proximity. The Danish national team are in the Cape for another training camp and really enjoying the hospitality and weather. It is always good to have internationals taking part in our local events. These are top-class international athletes. Matthias Reisgaard from Denmark is in lane 4 for this 100-meter freestyle final. Seagull's Matthew Bosch is on his right in lane 3. Another Dane, Daniel Skanning, occupies lane 5. A very good start by Daniel Ronaldson in lane 7. Reisgaard is in the center of the pool and looking very powerful. Matthew Bosch is right up there as they turn after 50 meters. I see Danish swimmers everywhere in this race. Cass Elmgreen is in lane 6. The kicks get stronger for that final thrust. Reisgaard is looking very powerful. The race is now for 2nd and 3rd. Matthias Reisgaard touches 50.25 seconds. Daniel Skanning, his Danish teammate, gets 2nd. And into 3rd, Matthew Bosch from Seagulls in KZN.
Yeah, actually it's my first time swimming outside, so I enjoyed that very much. Just perfect condition. Sadly I couldn't break the 50. That was really what I was hoping for, but 200 better than yesterday evening, so I did better than yesterday, so what can you do more?
More Grand Prix action next time on The Swimming Show.
The Swimming Show.
Unfortunately, that's all the time we had for today. The Swimming Show. All you have to do is make sure you make a date with us every Sunday right here on SABC2 1 o'clock. After all, this is where you belong. From myself and the team, thank you for watching.